here we have the outside of the Elddis Majestic 185. As we move along, we will firstly come to the flue for the boiler. We do not need to do anything with this, just make sure nothing is obstructing it. Next we have the vents for the Majestic fridge. This is a fully winterized van, so we do have winter covers. So if you are using the motorhome in cold climate, we can pop both of these on, like so. Flat-headed screwdriver or the ignition key will suffice. Just turn and turn to lock into place, and then the fridge will just vent at the lower point here, thus holding some heat in to make it run more efficiently. Do make sure these are off during the warmer months of the year, or otherwise the fridge will just overheat and not work correctly. Next we have water into the van. At this point here we can lock it as well on the little silver key. Just pop your hose pipe into here to fill up the fresh water tank. We then have down here the grey water tank drain and the fresh water tank drain. Tucked right at the back here we have the flue for the whale space heater. Again, we do not need to do anything with this, but just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. The battery locker just sits here, so we have the leisure battery and then mains hook up just here. Cassette toilet located just here. And it's just set back, so lift and pull towards you. Fairly standard Thetford cassette now. Toilet chemical in at this point here with a little bit of water. Also empties from this point just here as well. Just remember to hold the button in to release the vacuum inside. Also advisable to keep the seal lubricated. Thetford do their own silicone spray, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. And we can also gain access to the cassette at this point here. And they're all now on wheels with the extendable handle. Beside this we have the external shower point, so to use just push the blue collar towards the van and this will pop out the dust cap. We then just take the end of the shower hose, plug it in, and then as long as the water pump is on inside, this will then go under pressure. Remove exactly the same way as you would the dust cap. And then pop the dust cap back in again. As we move round to the rear of the van, we have the Fiamma bike rack. Just pull down like so. Bike's on the rails, secure the straps through the wheels and then attach the arms around the frameworks of the bikes. We have the rear view camera up the top here. As we come round, we can see the spare wheel just hung here, winds down at this point here. In the jack and wheelbase kit underneath the passenger seat there's a bar that locates into that hole just there, and then it winds down. The gas locker has plenty of space for 2 gas bottles. Whale regulator just here. Hose comes off the regulator, screws into the propane bottle and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure the bottle is turned off for travel. Beside this we then have the external barbecue point. The actual barbecue adapter is still attached at the moment with a cable tie, so remove and then attach this ribbed end to the hose of your barbecue, fastened with a Jubilee clip, and then this end here plugs in where my finger is. Once it's plugged in, you'll be able to turn the gas on, and to release, just push on the collar, push it up and it will release. We then have the Dometic rollout canopy. Diesel at this point here. Cap unlocks on the ignition key, and then beneath that we have the AdBlue top up just here. When AdBlue needs topping up, it will let you know on the dash itself. Tyre pressures on the door pillar just here. Heated seat buttons are just located here. Jack and wheel brace. Vehicle battery in the floor of the cab. And bonnet release just here.